Over 600,000 candidates of KCSE 2020 will not qualify for direct intake into universities in the country. This after only 143,000 scored the minimum qualification of C+, albeit an improvement from the previous national test. But as hundreds of thousands grapple with what next in shaping their careers, nearly 200,000 children who sat KCPE 4 years cannot be accounted for after they failed to successfully transition to high school. Sam Gituku breaks down the trends of class of 2020.
Even though the number of candidates scoring quality grades grew by more than 17,000, the number of candidates missing the university entry mark remains significantly high. 893 candidates scored the premium A plane, 6,420 scoring A-, an increment of more than 600 candidates. A total of 143,140 now awaiting placement into different universities to pursue various courses. But 600,000 of their colleagues will have to fight it out for opportunities at other mid-level colleges based on the strength of their individual grades. Over 405,000 candidates scored D+ and below, meaning a maximum of 4 points of the possible 12. Over 28,000 scored the lowest grade, E. Education Cabinet Secretary confident they all have options.
All the remaining candidates are eligible to join TVET institutions, teacher training centers, medical training colleges, and other tertiary learning institutions at various levels, from artisan to degree level.
In the same class 4 years ago, when they sat KCPE, nearly 50% of them scored less than 250 marks, being 50% of the total score. A deeper look at the class of 2020, showing a 21% loss in its size from 4 years ago when they sat the KCPE. At the time, 942,000 sat the Standard 8 exam. 4 years later, 194,000 were missing from the exam rooms, 5,400 of them having registered to sit the exam but never turned up. The whereabouts of 189,000 KCPE 2016 candidates now remains unknown. Majority of those untraceable being girls at 101,000. The biggest miss is at the coast. Kwale County cannot account for 53.4% of its KCPE 2016 class. After 15,000 sat the primary test, only 7,000 of them made it to the finishing line. In neighboring Kilifi County, a class of 30,225 reduced to just 15,800, over 47% dropping out of the race. In Tana River County, 57% of 2016 Standard 8 class didn't make it to Form 4 in the required 4 years. Marsabit County to the east followed suit. Out of 3,980 learners, 49% of them didn't stay to sit KCSE. Nairobi County too lost its basic education population from KCPE 2016 class of 52,000 to just 29,000 this year. Part of the explanation being that the number of primary schools in Nairobi does not match that of secondary schools, with many learners required to study outside Nairobi, especially those called to study at national schools and extra county schools. Counties like Murang'a and Tharaka Nithi were among the rare ones to post more candidates at the KCSE level than at the KCPE class 4 years ago. The government is still confident that 100% transition will become a reality soon as the campaign enters third year now. Sam Gituku, Citizen TV, Nairobi.